Today I'm going to do my best to convince you and myself why using cordless blowers are worth the money. For years, I've used a gas backpack blower because I owned a couple of acres on my first house and dragging around a cord wasn't an option. Plus, cordless blowers weren't really a thing back then. I love the power of a gas backpack blower, but you had to deal with the noise and also the maintenance of dealing with a gas engine. I had to wear special ear protection as well as always having mixed fuel on hand ready to go. I currently have a smaller yard, so using a corded blower now became an option. Plus, my corded blower turned into a vacuum as well, which was great for picking up leaves. But for those quick little cleanup jobs, like in your driveway or a deck or some little corner of your yard, dragging out a cord was still a pain, and I wanted something a little bit more convenient. YARDCARE was nice enough to reach out to me and offer me this cordless blower in exchange for this video review. And just to get the legalities out of the way, yes, they did give me this unit for free, but I'm going to give you my honest opinions. So unfortunately, it's not fall in my area, so there's not a whole lot of leaves on my ground to demonstrate this video. But there are some areas in my yard that need a little bit of cleanup because of a recent storm that we had. So I'm gonna do my best to show you how great this thing does work in those areas. So let's start off with an unboxing and an assembly. I have to admit, I was pretty surprised at how small and how light this box was. There isn't anything really fancy about the packaging, but everything is well protected inside the box. There's not a whole lot of pieces here to deal with. Basically have the main motor unit, the nozzles that come with it. They give you a single battery, a charger, and of course the manual. Normally I don't read manuals for something this simple, but I decided to give this one a quick look. And the first thing they recommended I do is give the battery an actual full charge, even though it showed up with a little bit of a charge with it. And I figured that would be a good idea because that way I can actually tell you how long a full charge will last during my demonstration. The assembly of this unit is pretty straightforward. Basically, clip in the battery, attach the nozzle, and you're ready to go. If you want to add the extension nozzle, which has this really large end on it, supposedly going to draw in more air, make it a little bit more powerful, you do that by clipping it in, and then it's even adjustable to different lengths depending on what you're trying to use this for. The controls are all conveniently located in one spot and can be adjusted with your thumb. This blower offers 5 speeds as well as a turbo button. It has a display that shows the speed as well as the battery level. Other than blowing leaves, these compact cordless blowers are also good for cleaning your garage and even cleaning up grass or fertilizer from your walks or your driveway. So I've been using this YARDCARE cordless blower for a few days now around my house in a bunch of different areas. And I gotta say that this little thing is actually growing on me quite a bit. I do have some pros and cons about this blower. Let me start off with the cons. First off, it is actually a little bit louder than I expected. If you plan on using this for any long length of time, I do recommend putting on some hearing protection. The other thing I wasn't a big fan of is the speed control. It's one button that you have to scroll through all the speeds starting from the lowest all the way to the highest. I'm used to something that has more of a dial or a slide control, but I'm sure I'll get used to this over time. The only other complaint I have about this is it only comes with one battery. So if you're planning on doing a large area, you're gonna have to take a break at some point to let this one battery recharge. Now for the pros. This thing is extremely light. It says somewhere on their website that it's close to 5 pounds. I feel like this thing barely weighs even 3 pounds. In fact, it's so light that my 5-year-old daughter was able to use this thing with one hand in my yard. Another pro about this little cordless blower is it's extremely powerful. I was even able to move stones in my driveway without even using the turbo button. The other thing I really like is this adjustable nozzle that comes with this thing. You're able to put this thing on with a couple of clicks and adjust the length and the amount of wind that will come out of the nozzle. And finally, one of the best things I like about this is being able to see the battery level at all times. So you're not playing any guessing games as to when this thing's gonna die on you. So if you're tired of dragging out extension cords and mixing fuel, then get yourself a cordless leaf blower like this one from YARDCARE. I highly recommend this unit. It's extremely affordable. It sells for only a little over $100, and I'm sure they're gonna have some promotions and deals coming up. I'll leave a link below for you to get one yourself.